Let's go
The
get
Yeah.
hill's
some
gonna get
drow.
fast.
She was like, "Can I have Safa's gecko?" And Gecko was like, Safa was like, "No." I'm like, "All right, that settles that."
No, I think Safa was like, maybe, and we were like, no, you're just going to die.
Well, I mean, not exactly, but if that's okay.
Yeah, I
I
thought
was
Safa
gonna
was the one
talk
that
to
was most
her.
against it.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna let it happen. I was just gonna make a really good deal or no deal.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And
Okay.
So yeah, I think we're just like going, you know, through the
If
tunnels,
you guys are retreating,
and
yeah,
we're
into the
like,
tunnel.
yeah, we're just like, stick with us, we'll protect you. Or these guys will. I have like only low level spells really. Let's see what do I have available again. I use like all my level 4 spells, basically just getting us in and out of the building. I mean, it was important stuff, don't get me wrong. I would do it again.
Mm-hmm. But shortly after you guys take your charge, you notice that there are 7 guards mounted on geckos of their own that are pursuing you.
Okay, are we gonna get to the tunnels, or are we gonna have to fight them before we get there?
It looks like they're going to catch up with you.
Well, I
Right.
feel like I
But
missed out on quite a
She
bit.
tells you,
where are they gonna catch up on us?
just about at the entrance to that tunnel.
Okay. And what'd she tell
But
us?
up ahead, you do see that there is an increasing number of stalagmites and stalactites that might give you an advantage, cover-wise, but you'll need to get there.
Okay. I mean, I can get myself there at the very least. I could dimensional slide or something there.
okay. We
So yeah, this
flee.
was the part where I
Yep, let
didn't
me
have.
move you guys.
Yeah, I think this was the part where I didn't prepare haste because I was like pretty sure Valeria was gonna prepare fervor, and then she didn't do that either. So that's gonna be fun
Oh
too.
yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. There are more important things you can put on me before haste.
I did prepare
Anyways.
fly if you need it, for example.
Yeah. Well, they're all on riding geckos, and so am I. So unless they start hitting the air, then I don't know. There's that.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
my
I
gecko's
can't
not
cast.
battle trained, is it? Because it's a
I
leg.
don't think so.
Okay, yeah. So I'll probably have to get off it. Hmm.
But we'll start with this in round. So roll me initiative.
Are they coming from behind? From the right or the left?
From the left. They're not on the map yet,
Okay,
but you can see them like a distance behind you.
cool.
And they're shooting at you right now, but they're far enough away that it's making them difficult to hit you, but they'll be on you very soon.
So wait, what did I miss?
I don't think you missed much. I don't remember when you left
Yeah.
exactly.
I left
Well,
at 9.
he
Yeah, didn't we end the
missed.
session like at 9?
Oh,
No.
he missed that. We have
Go
to
ahead.
save this drow, and she got out via invisibility, and then she ran up to us as we beckoned her over, and she was like, "Give me that gecko," and we're like, "No, you'll die. Let us protect you." And she was like, okay. I still want the gecko," and we're like, "No."
Huh.
Yeah, so I was like, that's my gecko.
Yeah, last I knew, we were in there talking to her. I had to go, and then I came out and we're running from someone for our lives. Just like, wait,
Okay.
what?
You didn't actually miss much because that was just what we discussed with her.
Yeah, we just
With
Okay.
cliffhangered it. Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, no,
Oh.
work is being really, really stupid, and there's not much I can do because I have to pay rent.
Yeah.
Yep.
What you can do is, if it's possible, to listen to the stream, when you part, and you can still listen to whatever we're doing.
I can try. It's just kind of difficult because we have limited data.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we have
Where
like
is
25
the
gigs split between
audio
4
only
people.
option on Twitch?
Yeah, that's. The app does have that.
I didn't know they had that. That's kind of cool. It's a useful
Yeah.
feature.
I think it's actually more bandwidth than mobile, but it takes up
Oh.
less battery because you can turn your phone screen off.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about data, not battery, because I can just plug it into the car.
Yeah. If you use a lot of data and you're worried about it, then don't do it. But yeah.
See, that's what I like about my phone is I can go days without charging it. Of course, part of that's I don't use it as much as some people do.
Do you have a flip
Let's see,
phone?
Secret, did you roll initiative?
No, I don't.
shit,
I
no,
have
I
a
didn't.
I do have a smartphone. It's a
I was just mesmerized by
BlackBerry
all
Key
the
1.
guards.
it's running like
Yeah, they sent a lot after.
it's running
Oh,
like
shit.
the same
I didn't do so
like
bad.
what do they call it? It's one of those Snapdragon processors, but I can't remember like it's one of the ones that has like that's actually known to have like a really good battery life. Like it's one of the selling features of this phone.
Okay.
Dang.
So, looks like Nataka's up first.
We don't see them. Are they on a different layer? Or still out
They're
of
to
our
the
range?
left of us.
No,
they're off the edge of the map
off
still.
the
They're
map
they're off the
behind
edge of
us.
the map. They're still a little bit far away from you, but they'll be catching up soon.
Oh, okay. So we can use this map to maybe turn around and set up something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or whatever. I mean, I know what I want to do.
Yep.
Well, we can't outrun them
So
because
do
I'm the
I.
only one on a gecko, other than teleporting and.
I don't need to outrun them. I just need to outrun Valyria. No, I'm just kidding. I just need to outrun everybody else, though. Yeah, that's the secret. I'll just what's the range on my dimensional shift again?
Dude, they're gonna all pass us because fish looks more appetizing.
Aw man, I have a dimensional slide 90 feet I can
Oh,
use as
dang.
part of a move action, so it combines with my normal move speed.
Run is
I think, okay,
2 times farther.
4.
let's see
How
here,
much
I
further
can...
is running?
Oh, you can
Running
run
is
like
Run is
4
4
times
four.
times,
farther
but
in
you
a straight
take an
line.
AC penalty. You can
Yep.
double move 2 times
Okay.
speed, no penalty.
Yeah, like, double move is just more common.
I think if you have
Usually
heavy
just in
armor, you can
combat
only go 3
situations.
times speed, though.
That is also correct.
Yeah.
So see here, I could technically says I
I
can use the
run.
1 point as part of a move action.
Okay.
So I could technically double dimensional slide for like really, really far.
That's turn.
I could go like 240 feet in one round using double dimensional slides.
One guard is going to shoot at Safan, since she's the one that they're after,
Those bastards.
from quite a bit out of their range increment.
Okay, let's scroll up and down this character. What do I do? I don't do much. Safa doesn't do much. Dang.
Yeah, that one misses, and they're moving close. Soft.
I like prepared a spell today that I haven't actually cast in like a long time. I'm really excited to use it.
I mean, I have no reason to start my martial flexibilities because the countdown starts as soon as I activate it. And so I think at this point, what does the gecko go? 40 per?
Sounds right.
Let me. Gecko 30. It says 30 on this thing.
This one goes 40.
Okay.
The lizard giant gecko.
You know what? No. I'm going to delay my turn until both Araxi and Valyria go ahead of me. I don't care about the other one, but once Valyria and Araxi are ahead of me, then I'll go.
This one's also going to take some shots.
See what I do when I roll a good initiative?
You just delay.
Oh
And
my
Saul was
gosh.
just like, wait, going
One-
first? What is this?
Wait, what?
One bolt gets close, but not close enough. This one's gonna take the same act. Oh, got one.
Dang, I kind of wish I was on the samurai. I could do stuff.
You can retrain Safa into a samurai.
No. I never did think about that though. Retraining Safa. I do like the brawler though.
Safan curses as one of those bolts hits her,
She'll be fine.
and she she
She topples over.
says to get over to the whatchamacallit, the cover. She's a little tougher than that.
She's got calm in her health.
It'd be funny if she got killed by like one arrow hits her, and we're like, well, she's dead.
Damn.
We failed.
She has a decent amount of equipment on.
That's good. If she dies, I mean, you know,
Loot the body?
I didn't say it.
You didn't have to. We're gamers.
Iraq.
So if I double move, I'd be there. If I dimensional slide, I could dimensional slide like basically. I could dimensional slide basically up to Nataka, I think, and still have a ready to act or be able to ready an action. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna dimensional slide using an arcane reservoir point to like, over here. And I'm going to ready an action to cast a web once everyone's past, like, this point, right? Like this point over here. Once everyone else is on the other side of there, I'm going to cast a web blocking the path behind us. Slow them down.
Okay. And Valeria.
Run!
Okay, I'll
Run to the hills.
just zoom out on this map.
Okay, Safa.
I'm gonna go here with the gecko and stay behind them.
Okay, you can move the gecko too.
Oh, can I? Yeah.
Alright, that'll
And
trigger
if you're
my...
mounted on it, you would be, whatchamacallit, in the center of that, on the
Great.
intersection. But your effective reach and stuff is the same perimeter as the gecko.
Oh, this is like a 20-foot radius?
Yeah, I
Did
love
read
that
this
about
right?
large mounts. It's like suddenly you have this extra couple of squares
That's
you can hit.
crazy. Okay, actually then.
Yep.
This is like freaking massive.
But
20-foot
it's
radius, so
also
yeah,
not combat trained, right? So I would have to ride checks and everything.
Whoops, that's not quite right either. Whatever though,
Stop
I'm
fucking
casting my
up.
web. I'm trying my best here, but my best is not good enough.
To cast a what?
I'm casting a web. That was my ready to action.
Okay.
Is that about 20-foot radius? I think that's about 20-foot radius. Yeah, my ready to action was as soon as the whole party gets past that point, I was going to cast web, and so there's my web. I
Okay.
don't know if they have... I think they can just throw fire at it like birds away or something, but whatever. Let's slow them down, hopefully. So cast a web, and that sets my initiative to right before... or right after Safa. Which it looks like it actually kind of already was, sort of. We're like all clumped together anyway, so that don't matter. Okay, doesn't really impact anything then.
Okay, the rest of them take full run actions on their gecko.
Yeah, plus this gives us cover, like they can't shoot arrows through that much web. Like we're on the other side of the web, it gives us full cover, I think. Like total cover or something. Yep. That's my first level 1 spell today. Or level 2 spell, I mean. No, I cast Dark Vision at some point.
Okay, Nataka.
Yeah, since I have over 20 feet of web between me and whoever, it's full cover. Or total, yeah, total cover. Derek, you
Let
there?
me see, let me see, let me see.
If you lob a bomb, you only take penalties for the increments and maybe get some blows on them. Wait,
No, now
will
there's
that
a
ruin
web in the way.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, no, there's full total concealment there.
The web gives
okay.
total cover, so you can't even attack somebody through total cover, I don't think.
Okay, because we're
I'm
not
gonna
outrunning
move
this. I'll
over
tell you that.
here, and I'm going to drink my mutagen. That's plus
Okay.
4 to Dex, minus 2 to Wisdom, plus 2 to AC. So that puts my AC up to 24 from 20. Yeah, that's my turn.
The thing is with this web is we can get ready for them.
I am ready.
Watch them just turn around and leave. Oh, we couldn't get through.
I mean that works too. We still get the experience, right? The web
This
defeated
one
them.
right here, as it's moving, this guard gets the gecko to climb up the side of the walls here, and it looks like it's gonna continue going up onto the ceiling of the cavern.
It's gonna go over the web, I guess. That makes sense. It's probably smart of them. So here's a question. Do I want to make Safa fly, or do I want to make the gecko fly that Safa's riding?
Not the gecko. It's not combat trained. I would have to roll ride checks to get it to do shit.
Oh.
I'm probably gonna dismount it now that everybody's stopping and I saw the web go up.
Let's see. Stefan says to she says that we should keep going and prepare for a fight. She pulls out a hand crossbow of hers and moves over here to take cover behind this stalagmite.
Yeah, that's her choice.
Okay, Pluto.
Okay, I'm gonna move over and cast Fly on Safa.
Then I don't have to dismount.
Yeah, you can just fly off your gecko.
Thank you.
And that'll be it for my turn.
Okay, Valyria.
Uh, do I think the drow is lying and is just gonna run away?
You don't think so? She looks
Okay.
pretty determined to actually fight these guards.
She is my charge, as evil as she is. Maybe there's some good in her. Double move back over here. Near her. Into cover.
Okay. Safa.
Um,
I'm back.
I do not know. Fudge.
So no rush on the fly, at least.
Yeah, I mean, I fly out of the saddle. No, you know what? No. I'm gonna ride the gecko. I can't see the numbers. I have to scroll in. I hate Roll20 so much. Scrolling is
These
like
guys are
the
darn
hardest
ugly
thing to do in the
looking.
world. Okay, I move the gecko up here, and then I fly off of it, and I say, Valyria! And then I fly back over here.
What am I supposed to do with the gecko?
I don't know, just make sure it doesn't run away. Do what you
Okay.
will with my call of your name, but yeah.
I'll go cast Remove Fear on the gecko. That way it won't run away, right?
Well, no, don't
Well,
do that.
not quite.
I know, I was joking.
It will help to prevent it from running away from like a spell like Cause Fear or something, though.
Right.
So I mean, you got that going for
Let's see. This one moves up to the webs and takes a flask out and throws it at them. And the flask bursts into like a liquid flame and it starts to burn them away.
What?
And it looks like it'll
Jerks.
take a round. This one's gonna move its gecko up along the ceiling. And this one's also gonna start moving their gecko up along the ceiling. Alright, it's Nataka's turn.
I drink a fly potion. Or
Okay.
extract. And kick it! Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna fly back around over here. And then up a little
Okay.
bit.
This one moves up around on the ceiling and is still kind of on the ceiling over here. But it is going to take a shot at, let's see, either Safa or Rax. It's going to shoot at Safa.
Cool.
You have deflect arrows, right?
Yeah.
Well, you do?
No.
Aww.
You couldn't
You
tell by
didn't
the way
hear
she
the
said
sarcasm.
It's going
Oh, it was
to
dripping through. I think my ear's wet now.
attack you with its hand crossbow. And it's going to take deadly aim.
Oh.
I guess you could have martial flexibility to do it.
Is that a combat feat?
I believe
Deflect
so.
arrows?
Yeah, it is actually.
Should be.
could.
I mean, if it was a non-combat feat, I'd be concerned.
It's a circus performance feat. Is he actually doing both attacks? Is that like a riding thing he can do?
Yep.
Dang.
The saddle's keeping him in. So and he's reloading quickly.
Yep.
Okay, so what?
Do those
Yeah.
I know the 24, it's a 20. But this is the 26.
Sorry, it's
Does
kind
the
of been a
26 hit
while
you?
since I actually looked at the formula of my AC. The 26 does, yes. 19
Okay,
does
so then
not
you take
confirm.
8 and 6.
Okay.
This one's waiting for the fire to burn away. This one here is going to move along the ceiling and then shoot at one of you. Looks like it's also going to shoot at soft.
Bring it.
It's taking deadly aim. Do either of those 21s hit you?
Nope.
You imagine
it's
if
two
one
misses.
did, but the other didn't?
It was a. Huh? What? Oh.
If one of them had hit and the other one
yeah.
didn't. It could happen if you had something weird, like something that you get a bonus against
Only
the
on
first
my
attack or
first,
something like
yeah.
that. Yeah. Like an insight bonus versus the first attack or something against you.
Alright, it's going to take 2 more shots at you.
Nope.
Alright, Safan, let's see. She's going to try and shoot at one of these guys. She shoots her hand crossbow. She does hit him for a little bit of damage. It doesn't do a lot, but she's fairly accurate. Araxi.
I don't like where they're at right now, so I think I'm going to do another dimensional. Well, actually, no, I don't think I'm going to dimensional side this time. I think I'm going to move, do like a normal move action, like around this stalactite thing or whatever over there. And I'm going to cast Shield on myself, so my AC is like high enough that I don't get hit by every single arrow that they shoot at me. I mean, apparently they're going to only shoot at Safa, but just in case they change their mind. And then I'll do a shift. How far can I shift? Is it 20 feet still, or did it go up to 30 feet yet?
Well, Safa's flying, so she looks like a more immediate threat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to shift 20 feet. I want to stick near the person we're protecting, I guess. And hopefully Safa is going to come back here too, I guess. Or if not, hopefully she'll be fine up there. I can get there and bail her out if I absolutely had to, but... and that's it for my turn.
Okay, Valyria.
That's my first
How
shift
high
of
up
the day.
is Are you within my reach,
Me?
Nataka?
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm only up like maybe 10 feet.
Maybe 15. That's outside of my reach.
Well, no, like 10 feet off the ground. I'm still within your reach.
You could reach up and
Since
touch
you're, what,
Nataka's
6 foot
foot.
tall?
You could reach up and touch Nataka's foot, I guess, is what he's
Okay.
saying.
Yeah, and I didn't go up very high because I used most of my movement to get over there.
Yep, yep. He's just flying just off the ground a little bit.
Then I will grace you.
Oh.
And I need no, not grace. What's the thing I'm looking for? Aid you.
I feel aided. Thank you.
You get that much temporary hit points and some
15?
bonuses
Oh,
on
man.
stuff.
Some other bonuses. I think there's a or spell modifier thing for it in the adjust tab for like spell adjustments for it.
I believe it.
Get +1 to attack rolls and saves against fear effects in case you need to
Okay.
make a reflex save against a fear effect.
Wait, what's the name of the spell?
Aid.
Aid.
Oh, just aid. Never mind. I heard grace. I'm like, what? That's a different spell entirely. That's just you don't provoke attack opportunities for one turn.
Yeah,
Okay,
I changed my mind.
so that's your turn?
Because I clicked on the wrong spell.
Yeah, grace also is only personal, and it's a swift action.
I know.
And it's sophist.
This fucker's shooting at me. Do, 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 do. Let me look at a feat really quick. I just not sure if it does what I want it to.
Okay.
Okay, now, do I have this left? I do. Okay. One more thing. I'm gonna activate a feat called Desperate Battler, which is gonna give me a bonus to damage and attack roll as a swift action. I'm going to charge this guy below
Alright, I'm
me.
back.
And I'm going to declare a knockout as well.
Okay. Would you want to knock out him or the gecko?
Him.
Okay.
Alright, so let me check all my modifiers here. So this is a single attack, so... plus the charge.
And yeah, even though the token on the map is below you, you're actually charging upwards because he's on the ceiling.
Okay, that's fine. Either way. And then a fortitude save
Okay,
if I hit
24.
him.
Yes, you do hit him.
Oh, poor guy's gonna fall off his saddle, maybe. Well, maybe not. Maybe he's secured to it. He's just gonna be unconscious on his gecko.
Well,
Or her
we'll see if
gecko
he
or whatever.
saves.
It's a fortitude save. You
Yeah.
I'm just gonna assume that he doesn't. Or she
DC
doesn't.
18.
God damn it.
Okay.
That was a really high roll for them, though.
So I guess I'm here then.
Yeah.
Just below him, yeah, in his reach.
You give him a good amount of damage though.
So I kind of like what is it? Reuse uppercut thing.
Sure, you can.
Yeah.
Shoryuken!
Yeah, it's kind of what Zapa just did, but I
Yeah.
can fly. So
Alright, on this one's turn, the webs burn away completely. This one's gonna move forward.
Yeah, I didn't think they would all pile on me.
Sees Araxi and is gonna shoot at Araxi.
The 21 hits. So I take 6 damage.
Okay. Luckily that was minimum.
Yeah, it just barely hit.
And this guy's also gonna start riding forward. Let's see, you're like, yeah, you're like on the wall with them right here. This one draws a lance and is going to charge you, Safa.
Okay.
Let me see if I have the extra damage set up right here. Because these are double damage. Actually, I guess I could just do it later. Let's see if it hits. Does the 22?
No. And
Okay.
um
I think I have the damage set up right. Yeah.
I would like to snapping turtle clutch him and grapple.
Okay.
I just want to check my numbers, see if they're correct right now. They're not, so change that.
You like pull him off his mount, just like drop him. That might be kind of cool.
That I think it's supposed to have a minus and minus something. Hold on, let me check. -2. I forgot I had a.
So it's a
thingy for this.
23.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty low roll. It's a good thing it was a free grapple.
Yeah.
Doesn't sting as bad if it misses.
23 still actually beats his CMD.
Holy shit.
Oh shit. So I take a bite and I get some con.
And some temp hit points. Alright, loses con, you get temp hit points, I guess. That's what it looks like it says.
Right, I get 10 pin points and he loses con.
And bonus to con saves.
Mm-hmm. It's nice, I like it.
There's like, Jesus, what is this? What, like, and to you it looks like just like a, to them it looks like just like a, some other drow that's biting them. Like, geez, what is this? Stop it.
Yeah. Flying in the air, he's hanging on the ceiling, or sort of. He charged on the ceiling, right? And then I'm like flying. Is this kind of like a Spider-Man, like one of the first Spider-Man movie scenes where, you know, him and Mary Jane kiss thing? Is that what's going on here?
Maybe.
That's how I'm
One of
gonna
us is
imagine
upside
it.
down and one is right. Yeah, yeah.
Official headcanon.
Alright, now I gotta turn
Oh,
my.
bye,
thing on.
Gecko.
No, aw, no, no! Stop it! Stop my gecko.
I could cast message and whisper into its ear. And be like, everything's gonna be okay.
Alright, Nataka, it's your turn.
Just web the gecko.
Are they all on the ceiling, or how many of them through the ground? Blah, blah, blah. Sorry.
These two up here are on the ceiling. These two over here are also on the ceiling with Safa, and then these three over here are on the ground.
Okay. It's an L4 demon! Let's see here.
Aid morale bonus. I think he probably has the thing on in Hero Lab, so he should be able to.
Yeah, it's
See
in
it.
my hero lab.
I don't know if he'll show it in his rolls for the rule, the attack bouton.
I'm gonna come over here and fly up a little bit. So I'm probably about 20 off the ground. And chuck bombs right here. Well, bomb, but
Okay.
Kaboom.
And give me an attack roll, if you're targeting one specifically.
yeah, I'm aiming at this one. But aiming
Okay.
more for the back of him. Because I like splash damage. Actually, it doesn't matter. They're both within 10 feet, so yeah, okay. Just aim right at him. 22? Touch AC?
Yes, that hits.
Okay. He takes... Whoa. Huh, it's funny how it's scrunched together. He takes 26, and they each get splashed with 12. And he's on fire. I said that with a smile. Could you hear it?
Okay, and
Yep.
is there any reflex for the splash, or it's just automatic?
I think that's a reflex for half.
Yeah, I think the splash gets
We-
reflex for half. I think that's what we decided anyway. I couldn't really
Well,
find
yeah,
anything on it.
we looked it up. No, it's right there in the alchemist thing.
Yeah, I'll trust you. It's not like you want them to survive.
Okay, so I think they take the full splash.
Yeah, its splash damage is always equal to bomb's minimum damage. Those caught in the splash can attempt a reflex save for half damage. DC is 10 plus half your alchemist level plus your int modifier.
Woo! Right.
Their geckos also take that damage as well.
Yep, DC is 19, by the way.
Okay.
They go, dow!
Yep, they look hurt, but they're still the geckos included. Is that your turn?
That's everything I can do.
Alright. This one moves up over here and is gonna shoot at Nataka.
Good luck.
up from above you.
Oh, one hit, but it does not confirm.
Okay, you take 8 points of piercing. This one over here fighting Safa is it's gonna pull out a rapier and attack you with that.
This might hurt because I have some penalties right now. I have the charge AC penalty and the grapple penalty.
My mistake. I forgot the temporary
But you
hit
do have
points.
temporary hit points, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said I forgot the temporary hit points. Ooh, cold forged.
If this guy hits you, you just need
Did either of
to
those hit?
bite him again. Get some more temp hit points.
Well, I can't. I don't think I can do the same target. I think I have to switch on that one.
Oh.
Yeah, that hits at my current state.
With both or just
Okay.
one?
No, just the 22.
That's good.
Okay. And he also handles the gecko to attack you as well. Tries to bite you. It looks like that misses. This one's gonna move along the ceiling with this one, and it's gonna shoot at Nataka. Those bombs are very flashy and deadly.
No, one of them hits.
7 point.
That takes away all my temporary hit points.
They did their job then. Mission accomplished.
No.
Safan reloads her hand crossbow and takes aim at one of the guards she hit before that's on the ceiling. But she says that we need some way to either like take them down or like or get me up to them like you did with her. That my specialty is with my rapier, not my crossbow.
Jeez, she's so needy.
I don't know,
What
that
else
looks like a
did you
pretty good
expect,
shot.
Araxi?
She hits him, but it's not a crit.
My specialty isn't with my crossbow. Hits with crossbow. Oh. Guess I'm better than I thought.
I mean, I could just teleport her over behind these dumble dorks over here.
Dumbledorks.
Araxi?
I think though I'm gonna do something cooler than that, and I'm gonna cast glitter dust on the guys on the ceiling and on the geckos, because I think that's a pretty cool thing to do. It's pretty neat, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah,
glitter
that is
dust.
pretty neat.
So I'm gonna boost the save up by 2 as well. Use a arcane reservoir point. So be a DC 20.
Okay.
Aw, dang. At least one of them's blind. And then the geckos have to save too.
Yeah.
Because I figure it might be kind of cool to have their geckos be blind and then do something ridiculous. Maybe they'll fall off the ceiling or something since they're blind. I don't know. Yeah, blind geckos. I hate geckos. Take that. Um, and then I think I'm gonna move behind the thing here because I'm scared. I'm scared. And that's
Don't
my
be
turn.
scared.
Valeria.
Did my thing.
Safan looks pleased with what you did.
I didn't ask for your approval.
It's more like just she smirks at you.
Well, let's help Safa out. I'm gonna hold person this guard. The green one.
I see 4 green ones. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm speaking
Next to
smart.
Safa. DC something will save. That's a fail.
I rolled low.
It's paralyzed. Oh no.
It's held.
I think I need to get past spell resistance. Let me roll
Oh,
that
yeah, you
just in case
Yes.
I roll like a 1.
Oh, roll a caster level check.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah, you
succeed.
should be fine.
Oh, you have spell penetration too? Yeah.
I do.
Yep, they are held.
That's my turn. I'm gonna stay here. Here seems like a good place to be.
Safa.
Alright, well, I don't know what just happened to that guy, and I don't think I really care right now, but what I do know is that I'm going to let go of this guy and swift action, activate power attack, and then I'm gonna flurry him.
The one that's
Okay.
paralyzed or the other guy?
The one I've been grappling, the blue one.
Oh, okay. Dang.
Not best rolls.
Well, he's not paralyzed, but he...
The
It's
first
a good
2
damage
hit.
roll, though. Yeah.
That's 34 damage, yeah.
Your flurry gives you 4 attacks. It'd be 5 attacks you had haste. Jeez.
Yeah, it's nice. Or the blessing thing, yeah.
He takes it, but still up.
Darn.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
This one's gonna move in and attack Natak. Draws that rapier.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna talk at 20 feet in the air.
I'm like 20 feet in the air.
Oh.
Go
they're just
ahead,
gonna
swing at me!
They're just gonna shoot at you then. With their crossbow.
Jerks around. No, I said swing at me!
Ooh. Oh, that second one at least is
so I
not an
take
auto
8
hit.
damage.
Still hit though, huh?
Yeah,
Well,
2
yeah.
auto hit.
Yeah,
Well,
2
no, the second
auto
one
hits.
wasn't actually an auto
Yeah,
hit.
no,
That
it's
was a
not
19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
19, right.
So if you have high enough
Right,
AC,
no,
it
it still
actually
hits. I have
miss.
24 AC.
Ah, okay.
So I take 8 damage. I finally
Okay.
had blood drawn.
You finally got through the temporary hit points.
Job's done.
The head of the Vinark house would be proud of them. I mean, probably not, but
Alright,
maybe
so
it'd make you feel
this
better if
one...
they think so.
This one's on fire. He takes damage if he doesn't, try to put it out.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be taking damage.
Like, ow, 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 ow.
Oh yeah, the geckos took that splash damage too, didn't they?
Yeah,
Right,
they
but only
did,
the direct
but they're
hit
still
catches
up.
fire.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking though. The geckos might not have very many hit points. You might actually taking out all the geckos might be a viable strategy for splash damage.
Yeah.
Why didn't we prepare a fireball, Pluto?
We have an
Because
alchemist.
evocation is my opposition school. Yeah, I just rely on
He's gonna start
alchemist to give
moving
us
over
fireballs.
here.
Has
And
Raxi
it's gonna
even
take a
used Fireball
shot
yet?
at
No, I don't even have fireball. It's not even in my
Valyria.
spellbook.
Yeah.
You'll have a little bit of
Probably gonna
cover
hit.
versus this hit.
I will have cover.
Yeah, a little bit of partial cover. It's a +2.
Then that does not hit.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll fight it in melee, honorable 1v1 melee combat.
Don't worry, I'm about as good
With
as
your black
you at
tentacles?
that.
No, I don't have black tentacles because I used all my level 4
This
spells
one's gonna
for
try and
teleporting
stab at you, Safa.
Okay.
With its rapier.
and scrying. And I might have done Planar Inquiry today, I don't remember. Was that today?
Miss.
No, that was level 3 spell anyway, so never mind.
And he's gonna have his gecko try to bite.
Miss.
This one's gonna move over here. And also shoot at Natak.
Ooh, targets.
This is a 21.
No. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Eat it, bitch.
It's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna toss the first one down at this one. This little bitch here. Although, first things first, the one that's on fire, he takes 3 damage. Alright, first bomb dropped on you. Holy shit.
Oh, that's a miss. It lands somewhere in another square.
Oh well, splash damage, maybe.
Yep, pretty
splash
much.
damage.
At least somebody's gonna
So
probably
let's
take some
see.
splash damage. Maybe you can kill a gecko.
So I think they both take it.
What about their
And it's
geckos?
12.
Yeah, 19 is the DC there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
That's 12 damage.
Or 6 if they pass
So,
it. Or
yep.
nothing if they have evasion.
alright, so I'll drop the next one at him too. God damn it.
So going for this one as the direct hit again.
Yes, and it is against touch.
Okay. Yeah, 17 hits the touch.
Squee. He takes 25 damage and catches on fire. And then 12 splash damage to the 2 geckos and the other rider. Oh, ooh, he looks like he's hurting. Nope. Denied. And the other gecko?
Okay.
Or are you including that gecko in its rider's square? And who wants roast gecko? Anyone?
Okay, so this
Both
one.
these geckos have taken 24 damage.
Poor geckos. Oh, is it dead?
That one goes down.
Yeah, he gets like a ride check or something, right? When his gecko dies.
He's strapped
like-
in.
Well, they're saddles, whatchamacallit. They're military saddles. Keeps them in for the most part.
Right, but I mean, since his gecko's dead,
But when the
does he need to do something
yeah,
to avoid like fucking like
going
falling on his face or
prone.
something?
I
Yeah.
don't think it works that way.
Or does the gecko just collapse and he just can get off like normal, I guess, on his turn? I don't know.
I think so.
I'm not sure how it works.
Or he could just start eating it because it looks delicious. It's all
That'd be a
cooked
good
and
use of his
everything.
turn.
I mean, he's in a
think.
riding saddle meant to go upside down and stuff, you know? So he's on that
Oh
thing
yeah, so
until
his
he gets
ass is
out.
strapped in.
Yeah.
I think you only need to make a ride check to try and like stay in the saddle.
Right.
Well, I know you need to do
It's
like
a
a
DC
free,
5
like
to
a
stay in
swift
the saddle.
dismount, for example, too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if you want to dismount swiftly.
Right. I wasn't sure how that goes in when like a mount dies from underneath you.
I think I would rule it with that. But then again, if he's strapped in, there's that. So I don't know. I don't know how that plays in. But for the mounts on the Dragonkin in the Arena Winter game, they were like strapped in. Well, they're not strapped into their saddles. They actually had they have a protocol, like a what are they called? A feather snap leaf, a snap leaf, snap leaf, which gives you feather fall. You snap. It's on a necklace, and you snap.
Okay,
Yeah,
it, it gives you feather fall.
this
I have-
one
I
from
have
the
a couple of
ceiling
those
is gonna
with Vizzo.
shoot at Nataka.
What was that?
This one on the ceiling is gonna shoot at you.
Hey, the one that can still kind of see?
Yep.
Sweet.
Oh, 2,
Gosh, they
1.
both hit. Not. Wait, one gecko is a lot stronger than the other. Holy crap.
Huh?
I think he's just
Well, the
taking
two
less
geckos
splash
that I
damage.
No, they both took 24. The first bomb I threw down... No, they both took 36. Because they got hit by the first bomb.
Maybe he saved
Unless
them
he
a little
ruled
better.
the... Oh, I think he might have ruled the bomb fell to the other side or something, so that one wasn't affected.
On
My
the
first
miss?
there.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I'll just have to torch that guy.
Okay, it's this dude who is held. He's gonna make a full action will save to try and get out of it.
That succeeds.
Does that... Okay, so his turn is done. His gecko, though, was told to bite at Sappho, so it's gonna keep doing. Nope, I don't think it hits on a 16.
No.
Can't believe this gecko. What a betrayal.
Let's see, this guy is also still blind.
Yep, he can make a save at the end of his turn. And his gecko's blind too.
Yeah. Let's see. He's gonna try and shoot at Nataka.
Yeah, he's kind of edging in on me laughing. But he fails miserably.
So neither of those hit anyway, I think.
Yep.
And he and his gecko can make reflex or will saves. Looks like he's no longer blind, but his gecko's still blind.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's coffee.
All right. Safan sees that one is close enough, so she moves out from the rock, draws her rapier, and rushes forward to stab this dude. And she does so while yelling out something like, "So this is how he wants to break it off, is it? Well, tell him that we're through." And she runs her rapier through him. And she does some damage. Araxi.
Let's see. I could go fight this guy in honorable 1v1 combat. I don't know if that's a smart thing to do, though. I think a better plan is I'm going to cast, I'm gonna cast Ice Spears, I think, on... Well, no. I think I'm just gonna cast Create Pit, just for funsies. See if I can trap both the gecko and what's the name in there. I don't know how that works, if like the gecko makes the reflex save or something, or if they both get it, or what happens exactly. I guess it could be both. Maybe like if the gecko fails and she doesn't, she jumps off the gecko. I don't know. But anyway, I'm creating a pit right on top of the gecko square there. DC
Okay.
18 reflex.
The gecko.
Yeah, gecko falls.
It does, and so does its
30 foot deep pit.
Oh no. Poor gecko.
Go ahead and roll the damage.
Let's see, is it D6 for every 10 feet or something like that, I think?
Yes.
No.
So 3d6.
The first 10 feet doesn't cost anything. Or isn't anything, I think.
I thought that was if you passed like some sort of like an acrobatics check or something like that.
Oh, then the damage formula might include it. I don't know.
Well, if it's not, take one of those dice off or something. I don't know, but 3d6. That's what I rolled there. It's a really high roll, actually. And then I was originally going to like step over, put myself between it and Valyria, because I think I'm, like, since I have a shield spell up, I think I could have, like, I'm a little bit harder to hit. But in that case, I'll just stay where I'm at, because it's in the pit now. It's going to be my turn.
Okay. Valyria?
I'm gonna move to the other side of you anyway to get a little bit closer to Nataka. And I am going to luck variant channel and do this selectively to not have this gecko and this rider and this rider.
Not anymore.
Well, the rider's still there.
The rider's still
It's
there.
not.
Yeah, but
it's not a rider.
his
I guess.
ride is gone now. He's not a rider anymore.
I guess he's been demoted.
It might be. I might revive the gecko. So this
That would be interesting.
is half of 5d6. So you get healed for 7, and you get +2 on all of your d20. No, 1 d20 roll for the next round.
It's probably like your first attack or something. Or maybe your second attack if your first one's likely to hit anyway.
Probably my second attack.
Yeah, might be
Because of that -5 to the second attack.
Right. I think next round I'm gonna go over and try to help Soph out.
And this
I'm
applies
doing
to Araxi and myself.
Oh
as
yeah, I
well.
get healed for 7 too. Yeah. Actually, I only get healed for 6 because I was at only 6 damage, but Alright, cool. I can use that plus 20 for... I don't know what I'm going to use it for. Maybe
Well,
I'll cast
it
Acid
wouldn't
Splash.
heal that gecko anyways, Valeria, because the rules of that channel is you have to see them, and unless you can see down that pit, I don't think you can see it.
No, not that gecko. This gecko.
Isn't... Oh! Okay.
This gecko's too far away.
Yeah.
Oh, that would heal it then.
The gecko's probably going to climb out or something. I know it's like a DC
So that's my turn.
25, but I think the gecko can actually make that climb check. Since it has a climb speed.
It's still unconscious.
Yeah. Safa, it's your turn.
I'm gonna full round flurry this guy.
Actually, I guess this one might be unconscious too now that it fell into the pit. I'm not sure.
Oh shit.
Dang, this is some low rolls.
Yeah, on my first two.
Double twos.
Only the
Jeez.
23 hits.
I need to practice flying more. Or XC on our spare time. Let's get on
But
that.
it's a good enough hit for 19 damage that you knock him out.
Well, when we get out of Zernikainen, we'll go do that.
Some
We'll
flying
practice
lessons.
flying.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Alright, well now that Safan's in his face, he has to focus on that. He draws his rapier this time and attacks her. That does.
No, Safon!
And he's gonna have his gecko try to bite her.
Wait, did Safon get healed by the Valeria's channel?
Was she with an...
Yeah, she would have got healed for 7. I don't know if that really matters much, but...
Okay, well that's a bit.
I mean, unless Valeria chose to exclude her for some reason, I can't
No, I
imagine
didn't
why.
choose to
Okay.
exclude her.
Okay.
How deep is the pit? 30 feet?
30 feet, yeah. It's a DC
Okay.
25 climb, which the gecko probably can pass, like, no problem.
Yeah, this thing, well, yeah, it just climbs up out of it.
Yeah. Oh well, I'm about a turn. I guess I won't help Soph after all. I gotta fight the gecko.
It keeps moving over here. And, yeah, it's going to... this guy is going to pull out his rapier and attack you.
Okay. That misses.
That guy is down and without its rider to kind of give it orders, the gecko kind of starts like moving away. Let's see if he stays in the cell. Yes, he does. That's this one. He's not looking so good. He is going to
He's on
keep shooting at
fire.
Natak.
You sure he's not gonna try and put out the fire?
He looks
Nah, you
determined
mad.
to try and kill you.
He hits me for 2 damage. Well, he's dead. My turn.
That's weird. It should have been done. It should have been more damage. I have their deadly aim still on.
Yeah, I was wondering that because some of your earlier rolls looked really low on damage, and I thought you said deadly aim earlier, which is basically power attack.
They
for
should
the
have
Well,
deadly
rolls,
aim
right?
on them.
A lot of his earlier rolls had +5 to the damage on the crossbows.
Some of
This
them,
guy
not all
didn't.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's probably
So
just
add 4 to the damage.
That one should be at 24 to hit. Does 24 hit you?
24 is my AC, so yeah.
Okay, so that should be 6 damage.
Alright, so that's a total of 6 damage. Okay. Can he burn alive now? Hey, it's
Now
my
it's your
turn.
turn.
His fire deals 3 damage to him. And then the one attacking
Okay, he's
Araxi,
still up, but he's disabled.
his fire deals 3 damage to him. Okay.
Okay.
you need to attack. It's a freaking. He's the freaking Ghost Rider. Sit on a
Damn it,
gecko
that's
instead
good.
of a gecko instead of a motorcycle or whatever.
I prefer the tractor. Okay, so I'm gonna use my precise bombs here, because, yeah. I'm gonna make it so that she won't get hit by the damage from the bomb that I throw at this dumbass over here.
Okay.
So, 19 versus touch.
That'll hit.
He takes 27 damage. His gecko, the other rider, and the other gecko both take 12 splash damage. Fail, fail, fail. So it looks like 3 dead. Oh, Mantis, what was the bonus to a d20 roll?
+2. Luck
Plus,
bonus. So it'll stack
plus,
with your morale bonus.
so +2?
hmm To a
Okay.
single d20 roll, yeah.
Okay.
So then my second bomb attack will be +12 instead of +10. And I'm going to toss over at this guy.
Okay,
Like,
throwing
what
it
bombs
up.
do you have anyway? Not in danger of running out or anything, are you?
After this bomb, I'll have 11 left.
Oh yeah, you got a lot then.
23 versus touch.
That'll hit.
He takes 28. And the 2 geckos and the other rider 12.
DC 19 reflex. Oh, I'm on my character's thing. I can't see this health bar. Oh, okay. I got my work cut out for me if I want to win this honor duel with the Venart guard.
Especially since neither
If
of
you
you are
delay, I can make it easier for you.
There's literally no reason not to because we go next to each other in the initiative, so.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Oh yeah.
Ouch, this guy is, he's gonna keep shooting at you. The gecko, though, didn't like getting hit by the thingy, so it, like, kind
It's
of
still blind.
moves over here, yeah, blindly.
It's blind, it got burned, and its rider is currently
Yeah.
on fire. I'm sure it's not a happy gecko.
It's not having a good time. If it tries to move faster than half speed, it has to make an acrobatics check. Yeah. Oh, so you want to use your luck bonus instead. Well, I mean that's fair, I guess.
Okay, so the gecko moves a little bit unexpectedly, but he succeeds on a right, and then he's gonna shoot at Natak with deadly aim.
Miss.
Okay. This one over here is going to keep attacking Safa. A full round with a rapier. I don't think either of those hit.
Safa get a free grapple or something now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'll use my style and...
You haven't bit this one yet, right?
Huh?
I said you haven't bit this one yet, right?
Not this one, no. Now because I had power attack active, does that affect my grapple?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
I think it does.
Yeah, it would affect.
Yeah, you don't get the damage bonus though either, which is
to my
unfortunate.
bite? Dang it. Aw.
At least I don't think you do. I could be wrong on that.
Why shouldn't she?
I don't think it's an attack in the same way that, like, I don't think you like any sort of like strength bonus either. Or anything. Maybe the power attack one would. I don't know, but I think it's just
I
like
don't know.
damage that happens when you grapple. Like it operates
Oh, well,
different
that
than a normal
succeed.
attack. I could be
Let's
wrong
see
on
if
that though.
two
That's a good question.
You do grapple him.
half BAB character can defeat a Venart guard that's on fire.
And now I'm grappled.
Tell you what,
And
I'll
the
help you
gecko
out.
tries to bite you.
I'll help you with this. I have advanced
Oh,
tactics
okay.
we can use.
Does the 28 hit you?
Yes, the gecko bites.
Ouch. It bites you.
Stupid gecko.
This gecko is literally the worst.
This gecko also kind of freaks out from the explosion and moves a bit.
This is the #1 betrayal in the entire campaign, is the gecko biting Safa.
Well, I mean, I deserved it. I did
He
launch
succeeds at
myself
his
at its
ride check.
rider.
He's also gonna shoot at Nataka.
Gosh, I feel like they don't like me. I feel like they can't hit me anyway, but they don't like me.
Looks like, yep, both shots miss. Safan looks for her next target and says that we should try to keep at least some of the geckos alive. They're valuable.
I just
mean,
sort of chuckle,
there's-
sorry!
There's the one over there that's running away.
Yeah, my gecko.
She's gonna move over here
Are
and
you sure you
attack
want to
this
do
guard.
that?
There
Oh,
is a
by the
pit
pit?
there. Yeah.
Yeah, fun
I mean, you
times can be
can
had.
if you
She probably has-
want. I mean, I don't
She's probably
mind
got good
her at the
reflex
bottom of
saves.
a pit. So.
I get the feeling she does have good reflex.
And it's only, like, the DC is a lot lower when you're just at the edge of
Let's
it.
see, she only moved 25 feet, so she can move 5 more. So we'll just provoke.
Ooh.
Yeah, it'll try to attack her.
I guess actually it's only a +2 bonus to it, so it's basically DC 16 still if you're at the edge of it, which is still pretty sketch. She get the flanking
Alright,
bonus,
now
yeah?
she makes an attack. Do you have a weapon out?
Oh, I don't yet. Never mind. I haven't pulled it out yet.
Then
Don't
she
worry,
attacks.
we'll get flanking bonuses.
We'll get flanking bonuses, yeah. That's what's really important. My 2 hits could be so fucking good.
So is mine.
I feel like I'm gonna be playing Isaiah with strength damage. And no luck bonus. Okay, it's gonna be pretty bad.
Except she doesn't attack this guy. She goes for a combat maneuver instead.
What?
Trying to show off.
She's
Super
probably trying to
jelly?
show
Yeah,
off.
she's really good at her sword play. So
Mm,
she
Getting
moves
dirty
to
trick.
disarm him.
Aw.
that's always nice.
That was one of the things I was considering doing. I was considering using grease to get rid of his rapier.
Oh, she got a 1 though.
Dang, maybe I should just grease the
Oh,
rapier away.
she's good at what she does.
No, I have to commit. I have to commit to the fact that I have this luck bonus thing that's gonna wear off if I don't
I
use it for
know,
a single
there's this
D20.
luck
So I need
bonus.
to I need to use it. It would be a waste not to. So I'm gonna pull out my Masterwork Naqual dagger because I lent my +1 dagger to Sopha and she still has it. So
Yeah.
that's unfortunate. But I also got a flanking bonus. This is gonna be some pretty amazing math, I have to admit. Yeah! Does a 23 hit? Attacking the Venark guard.
Yes, that does hit.
Alright, I do 3 damage then. It's a really effective use of a turn. That's it
Hells
for my
yeah.
turn.
Yep. Okay, Valeria.
I'm gonna 5-foot step, pull out my +1 cold iron glaive, and I'm going to attack this guy too.
Oh, look at this person here showing off with their freaking reach weapon.
Yeah. And this is not going to have the +4 for flank and the luck bonus. Does a 17 hit?
17 does not hit.
Damn
Darn.
it.
I like how
They do
have
you
more
would have
AC
more
in
damage if you had hit though.
Safa, it's your turn.
I'm gonna let go of him. And then flurry. With my
Okay.
power attack and all that fun stuff. Why do I never trust my character sheet? On roll 20. I'm always so paranoid that the numbers aren't going to come out right, but that's it.
Probably because we have an issue with it almost every time.
It frustrates me, yeah. How do I do?
Okay, let's see. The 223s hit.
Nice. So my like second hits are hitting really well. That's weird.
Yeah, I know. You can't hit with your primary attacks, but your secondary
Right.
ones, no problem.
I
Alright,
find it
he's still
interesting
up.
how the next 4 people on the list are all dead except for one.
Well, not dead,
No, they're
but
dead.
bleeding out.
Or burning up.
Bleeding
Oh,
and burning in some cases.
Should I be rolling for the burn damage on that other one too?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, just on this one.
This one's on
This
fire.
one, it really matters.
This guy's also on
This
fire.
one's on fire.
Oh, yeah.
And this one's on fire.
Yeah, this is the first
Only
time I've
the
seen
ones that are
Valeria attack something in the entire campaign. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Like that, this is actually the truth. The first time
Oh,
Valeria's
wait.
ever attacked something in this campaign.
That one's on fire too.
In
Alright,
the terms
let's
have
of a
see.
four
weapon,
people
It
on
has to
fire.
decide. It's gonna
No, I think
decide
it's
whether
actually
it
the first
attacks
time I've made-
Araxi or Safon.
Oh, no,
Valeria
no, no.
helped us kill the
I
boss,
grappled somebody.
right?
It'll go after her.
Oh, apparently it can't handle me. That's right. I guess, what's her name? Safon. The, like, more pretentious
Yeah.
Safa, I guess, is, like, its actual target.
She's the one they were originally going after, yeah.
Yeah, that
But
makes sense.
she's not easy to fight. And that 25 just barely hits her.
Oh no, it makes up for what I healed her for.
And the cave, he's gonna have the cave gecko attack Araxi. He's gonna split
shit.
the attention. And Araxi looks easier to hit.
Yep, that hits. I take a bunch of
Oh,
damage.
the cave
Max.
gecko give you a big bite.
Yeah, almost a max roll.
And it's really confused because she tastes fishy.
No, it's draw flesh. Alright, Natako's turn.
Alright, so this one takes 2 more damage. And since they're not technically dead, this one takes 2 more damage. This one 6 damage. And this one 4 damage.
Okay.
And
Well, let's see.
then
Now this one's dead.
see, they're dead. I'm gonna do something that no one here has seen me do. I'm gonna pull out a bow.
No, I've seen you do that.
I haven't pulled out a bow before.
Yeah, you did. You shot a bow
Yeah,
one time
yeah,
at the purple worm.
I don't remember that at all.
Oh, well, you
I
did.
think you
did
also
do
said
it.
I
that too.
When you did it, you was like, "You've never seen me do this," and we're like, "Well, that time you're right, I guess."
Well, no, the only I think. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so I don't remember it.
Oh.
I remember hitting it with a bunch of bombs, but you know.
You also tried to
So-
shoot at it with a bow.
It didn't
Okay,
do anything,
well.
but you did try.
I'm gonna target him. Does 21 hit?
21 does not hit.
How about a 9? God damn it.
That also does not hit.
No, you should have made it hit. It would have been funnier.
Okay. Is that your turn? Let's see, this guy is, his gecko stays there where it is, still blind, and making its weird, like, whoopee noises.
Yeah.
And he's going to keep shooting Nataka.
Yeah,
He
probably
doesn't
should.
like her.
Oh, dang. I should ask you to put up a turn tracker, because I don't remember how long this blindness lasts. I know it's 9 rounds, but
No hits.
No,
probably
those,
long enough.
and give his gecko a saving throw. I don't think that's the DC, right?
Nope. DC is 20.
Alright, this guy's gonna go down fighting, I guess. Is he grappled currently by Yusafa?
No.
No, okay. Then he's going to attack you twice with his rapier. Those are some good rolls. Is the 29 hit?
The 29, yes.
Okay, hits you for 7.
Okay, and then I'm going to. Does he. He actually takes 2 hits?
Yeah, he tries to attack you twice.
I'm gonna put him, or try to put him in a grapple after he misses the second attack.
Oh, that one is not high enough to grapple him.
Okay.
And the gecko tries to bite you. Or he has the gecko try to bite you.
Miss.
This guy's not blind and actually not hurt. He succeeded on his reflex for that bomb. He's going to try to attack Nataka.
So he only took 6 damage. What a shame. Oh well, I took 9 damage.
He hits you for 9. Alright, she's just going to attack this guy rather than try to disarm. He's looking like she might be able to down him with 1 or 2 good attacks. And she probably does. That first one does it.
You did it, Araxi.
Yeah. It was me providing a flank, the only reason that was successful.
I also provided a flank.
Yeah. It's power of teamwork.
Alright, she runs her rapier through him and pulls it back bloody. And she seems satisfied at that. Araxi?
I guess I'm not in a really position I can be all that helpful here. So I gotta do something though. So let's see. I'm gonna pull with my other hand. I'm gonna pull out my wand of magic missile. It's really useful against people with spell resistance, I hear. And I'm gonna try to hit. I'm gonna try to hit this guy that's standing on the blind gecko. So I gotta make a caster level check with this thing, and it's gonna be based off the wand caster level check, which is not very good, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's caster level 1. Perfect. It's my caster level check to overcome her SR.
Unfortunately, that does not overcome the
Alright.
SR.
I try to shoot a magic missile, and it is not very effective.
Nope, it fizzles.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Valeria.
Uh, well, I'm going to show good favor to the geckos, and pretty much everybody around me. This guy, the narc guy, is like dead, right?
Yeah,
she
he got double
she
critted.
killed.
Or I guess critted and then hit. It looks like the 13 probably did not confirm when it was a nat 1.
She did not
Just a
hold back in
theory.
killing him.
Let's just normal channel.
Okay.
You gonna heal this gecko here?
Yeah.
Yeah, gecko! We're befriending the geckos
so
now.
19 to you, and gecko. And the gecko's over here.
If they're still alive, I think they might have died.
I don't know, they might still be alive.
The ones over here that took all the bomb hits, I think they got splashed to death.
Well, I'm trying to show them good favor.
Well, wait. Well, maybe.
And
I don't know.
I am
I guess I don't know their
going
hit points,
to
so.
This
hide
one though took a little bit of
behind
splash, but
this
it got
pillar.
healed.
I'm hiding. Or is it not big enough? If it's not big enough, then I'll go back over here. Or, yeah.
So this gecko looks a lot better. Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, Safa.
Okie dokie. I think I have a shoe fetish, guys. Let's see. It's still alive. Okay. And I didn't grapple it. I'm gonna flurry it. Yeah.
I don't think it's alive anymore.
Well, the first attack will take him out.
Yeah, well, I beat him to a pulp.
Yeah, then he's dead.
And then I grab the reins on the gecko. I don't handle it because I think that requires a move or standard, but I grab the rein if it's possible, or I'm moving to grab it. I don't know. That's what I'd like to do.
Not with a full round.
Yeah. I'm motioning to grab it.
So it
Perhaps
might run
not
away.
This turn. Yeah.
It might try to run away before you get a chance. But you probably can outrun it by flying at it, so I mean, get that going for you.
It's true. Flight.
Let's see, this gecko is gonna start moving away. And the body falls off out of the saddle. So that one's moving over there. This one keeps going. That one's dead. And then Taka.
Let's see. Orange dot there. He takes 6 burn damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to be very aggravated, just drop the stupid bow. And chuck a couple more bombs towards this one.
So you drop your bow 20 feet,
Yep.
basically.
Oh yeah, I can't hit anything with it. I've always sucked with that bow.
And that's why you became a master bomb throwing extraordinaire.
Yes! So there's 31 to hit with the first bomb versus touch.
That hit.
Second one is 24.
Okay, those both hit.
He takes 26, 48 total. And the lizard has 24 coming at it. 2 checks, I guess. See if it takes 12 instead. Oh, so yeah, it only takes 12 instead of 24.
Okay. It doesn't look too good.
I could imagine not.
Okay, this guy is gonna keep shooting at you. And it's weird that, like, all of the damage you took seemed to kind of go away. He's not sure what happened.
And he misses twice. I am your god.
I gotta see if that goes
Bitch.
Gecko. If it's not blind. Nope, still blind. This guy's gonna try and get his Gecko to move this way. But the Gecko has to make an acrobatic. Oh, it does. It starts retreating. Moves at its full speed. Alright, let's see. Safan looks around and it seems like most of these guards have been dealt with. Oh, but there's this one Gecko over here. Oh, she can't really get to it though. She'll just stay over here. And she says that it looks like they've gone into retreat. Araxi.
I'll drop the stupid wand, because that didn't do shit. And then I'll just throw Acid Splash at the... I'll pull out Move Action. Let's see. Move Action, pull out my Acid Flask, and... Oh, no, I can't do that. I'd have to drop my dagger, too. Whatever, I'll do that, too. I'm not going anywhere. I'll drop the dagger as well. Pull an Acid Flask, and cast an Acid Splash at this guy up here. Actually, can I even do that? He might be too far away. How high up is he?
The ceiling's about like 30 feet.
That's probably further
He
than
might
I can
not
cast.
be like.
Range on Acid Splash is...
This might be 15 feet, like just straight up from this square.
Oh, that's
or
true.
30 feet straight up from.
I'm
this
probably
square.
okay to cast. I'm probably okay to cast Acid Splash at him, I think. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try the Acid Splash at her. Let me double check. My base attack bonus +4. Okay. I miss. I don't think
Yeah,
I
you
ever
missed,
do anything with Acid
unfortunately.
Splash. This is.
Valeria?
It's gotta be like a running joke, right?
It makes me think of Deborah's Acid Splash, where she
You
critically
have hit,
flailed
though.
and did extra damage to David's character.
Yeah. I have hit with Acid Splash very rarely. It's got a
Yeah.
super low success rate for me. But I mean, that's part of the
Valeria?
downside of not having Dex bonus either.
Valeria.
That's why most casters like to put a few points in Dexterity. That and AC bonus. Okay, Valeria, I believe in you. You can climb up the wall and try to hit the Narc guy with a pole axe somehow.
Well, if she grabbed my gecko,
Yeah, no,
she
that's
totally
not happening.
could.
Hey, you can go ride the gecko. It's just like sitting over there, probably like sitting there like blinking and like cocking its head and making its weird gecko noises over there, like all confused.
I mean, it might be
I'll
used
go make
to
sure
this
that it
drow
doesn't
fighting crap.
run away.
Doesn't run
anymore.
away.
What are you gonna try to get on the gecko?
No.
He's just gonna go over and make sure it doesn't run away further.
She's just gonna go hug it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. No, I'm not gonna hug it. I'm gonna like grab its
Are
wing.
you okay, my darling? Oh.
Yeah. Shaylin loves you.
And Valeria got lucky that night.
Oh my.
Okay, well you grab it and it doesn't seem like it's gonna go anywhere. Safa?
This. Okay, so I got two geckos next to me, right?
Yeah.
Can
Grab 'em both.
That's yeah. Can I grab them both with a handle animal?
You can handle it as a move action, so if you succeed on both, you can get both of them.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay, you only grab the second one.
Okay. I guess that's my turn. I'm scrambling to grab geckos.
So which one? Which one do you grab?
Probably the one approaching me instead of the other one. Yeah.
Okay.
What the
That one's a
heck? I'm,
little
like,
bit
looking at-
below you, but yeah.
Oh, well, then the one that's closest to me, I guess. The one I've been fighting the guy
Okay.
on. Yeah.
Did you guys know that there's
Okay,
a fighter
yeah, it
archetype
still has
that
the
gets
rider on it,
alchemist
but-
bombs?
What?
Yeah, there is. It's a
And rogue talents. Why is this a thing? Sorry.
It was the prequel to the Investigator.
I guess.
Alright, Natak, it's your turn.
I fly forward. I throw a bomb. You.
Okay,
20 versus
that's a
touch.
hit.
27 damage.
Valeria is gonna have some lecturing to do after this.
Okay.
Lecturing who?
Oh,
I
that
have some
kills him.
lecturing to do after this.
Nataka for running around murdering a bunch of drow?
And I think
Yeah,
even
when
if
they're
it
running
saves
away.
against the
No.
whatchamacallit, that still brings this one down.
My
I don't
gecko
think so,
could have
because it
gotten
only
away.
took 12 damage. It saved on the last two.
Well, it took some damage before that.
Okay.
Because I have it right now as taking 24 damage total.
Oh, from the splash earlier. Okay. Well, there's
Okay,
nothing
is
else
that
I
your
can do on
turn?
my turn.
Let's see, this one is still up. It's gonna shoot at somebody. Araxi, it's gonna shoot at you.
Okay. I mean, I did try to shoot acid at it, so it's only fair. The first one hits.
9 points of
Pluto, did you
piercing.
heal for the 19 that I healed everybody for?
I forgot to, so let's see. And then I'd take 9 damage, so...
Okay, so yeah, the gecko that you're handling, Safa, stays there for now. And the rider's still kind of just stuck on it. In the south.
Sweet.
Need to start removing some of these. Safan sighs as this one is still shooting. She picks up her crossbow and fires at him.
Apparently there was some recoil on that crossbow. Holy crap. Oh, damn.
Oh, he should have been in red already, but he's still not down. He's almost down. Araxi?
I think I need to have, like, a freaking... continue my ranged duel. This is definitely a duel, a fair duel. I'm gonna keep shooting another acid spot.
Why are they in the same
Okay.
square?
Does a 14 hit touch AC versus Van
Yes.
Guard? Yes! 3 acid damage. The payoff was worth it.
Okay, he goes down.
Yeah! If I were a gunslinger, I'd get grit points.
Alright, I'm gonna end the combat here. Any of the remaining geckos that aren't within, like, your reach, just kind of, scamper off.
Am I
Yeah,
able
especially once
to
the
grab
blindness
the
wears
one?
off, which is gonna be really soon.
The second one near me?
This one. Oh,
No.
that one kept going.
Get it, Nataka!
I
Its
think...
turn.
Get it!
Well, yeah, I'm gonna grab it as it's going by.
Got handle
You can
animal.
try to handle it. That's the only way you're gonna get it to stop moving.
Yeah.
Or you can knock it unconscious.
Yeah, we both know I burn things alive. I don't knock them unconscious.
So if you have handle animal, you can roll it.
Well, handle animal is a trained only
Uh,
skill.
Yeah, if you
that's
don't have the
trained,
skill, then-
and I have a negative charisma modifier.
Ew.
Ooh. So even if you... Yeah, that's gross.
Yep.
I mean, so do I,
Nope,
but
I try and pull on it to keep it from going that way, but apparently
ignores
it's to
you.
no avail. Yep.
Okay. But Safa, you've basically got control of this gecko. It'll do as you handle it to do.
Okay, well,
And obviously this one does look combat trained.
oh, well then I get on it.
It's an upgrade.
Okay.
And I ride
You can
it.
have my old gecko.
Yeah.
All right. What do you guys do?
I say we should keep moving before they send more.
Safan says
I'm
good
going
idea.
to patch up Safa real quick. Safa, come over here.
Oh, sure,
Yeah, that's
Valeria.
She
why
looks
I
at all
didn't
of you
want-
admirably, though, and she says that, you know, for new faces or no faces I've never seen before, you all fight spectacularly well.
And you run well.
You heal for 22, or get inflicted for 22.
Thanks.
She kind of like mock scoffs at that and twirls her rapier around a bit and says, "You must not have been watching."
Well, I mean, we were behind this stalactite over here, so she probably couldn't see us very well.
I'm sorry, I was busy 1v2ing them.
I killed many.
Yep, good job, Nataka.
Valeria.
Fire
you can,
burns.
Wait, no, I won't say that to Valeria. Araxi,
I knew there were...
do you want a gecko?
I guess... Not really, no.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, thanks for inflicting wounds upon me, Valeria. Do you want this gecko? Don't give it to her.
Sure, I'll borrow the gecko for now.
You don't want to give it to Safan?
No.
She almost has the same name as you. Don't you guys have like a bond because of that?
No, that's not how it works.
She says that she doesn't need the gecko now, that we're not pressed for time. She says that she breeds geckos, and that's her business.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Maybe for
Or
assisting
somebody mentioned that to
you,
us, maybe.
You can provide us with.
Are
more
we still being
geckos.
scried upon, Araxi?
I don't know. Do I detect us being scried upon still?
Do you detect a scrying?
Yeah, the text scrying lasts for 24 hours, so I cast it like last night, basically. Late last night, so it's
no.
gonna last. It's gonna last until the night. So we're not being scried on anymore. I'll confirm like no, I don't think they're scrying on us anymore.
Okay. Let's make our way back.
She says if you want to purchase geckos from her, then you're more than welcome to, but don't be looking for a discount.
That's fine. We're getting paid already for this.
Well, this is a waste of time. Then we're not getting a discount. Let's just kill her.
I
and be
think
done
you
with
should
it.
give us a discount after this.
So, is this how you always break up with your boyfriends?
Oh,
She looks
well,
at you and
never
she
mind.
laughs, looking to one side, and she says, "This has been a long time coming, actually."
Oh,
Tyrion's always put his craft above everything else, much to my ire. If he can't be showing off, then anything else matters very little to him, and that was kind of the last straw.
So, was he hunting you down to keep you there or to kill you?
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
he just sent
Tyrion
them
wants you
after
alive.
me. I think he just sent them after me to you know, like make sure it didn't look fishy to his house because they already know me and they don't like me. Hence
So,
why I
it's a
had to sneak in.
ruse. Okay.
But
So
I think
he
I've become
does really
a little
care
too
for
much
you.
trouble. So I think this is his softest way of breaking things off. She sighs and like brushes herself off a bit. Still would have
How very,
appreciated them not sending the dogs after me. Or their dregs.
how very charming of him.
Yes, if you ever do meet him, then
Interesting
I would
breakup policy.
avoid getting charming with him.
Apparently, in order to break up in this land, you have to send several people to their deaths. Huh.
Well, now let's be fair. This is something that only the highest class can afford to do.
True enough. True enough.
This whole
She says
place is
defeating
death.
7, you know, armed and mounted guards though is pretty impressive.
Well, yeah.
I don't know
They're...
how he must have found or hired you, but you're probably worth whatever he's paying you.
Who?
Wait, who do you think's paying us?
She says, I'm just assuming.
Assuming what?
No,
Who?
no, she thinks Tyrion's paying us. Okay, out of character. I'm like realizing. Oh, okay, never mind. That makes sense. She doesn't know about. Okay, anyway, yeah. Like I guess that's what she's assuming. She's probably assuming that Tyrion paid us to make sure that.
Sounds like it to me, yeah.
That's an
Yeah.
accurate, yes, assumption.
Which is sort of
Or I
true,
guess.
indirectly.
Although, for all we know, he could have told the person that did pay us to do it for him, since
And
apparently she found
the
someone
death
good.
of his men.
No, that
You
is
never
what
know.
happened. No, that is what happened because that's what she told us. Okay, so Derek, you weren't here, so I'll just explain what it was. So we talked to
Okay.
Escrivala, and she basically told us to help basically Tyrion's girlfriend get away or whatever, and that she's doing it to try to get a favor from Tyrion. Like she thinks she's get a favor from Tyrion if she helps him out with that, and so that's where we came in. Like we're who she hired to help Tyrion out. So yeah, now I think about it, she's
But we
basically
killed his
spot on,
men
but Tyrion.
as well. Some of them.
Well, yeah, I mean, those aren't directly his men. Those are House Escrivala people, but
I
yeah,
Well, and
guess.
that,
I mean, they're kind of his
that's
men
what he
too.
gets for sending him.
Those were disposable people, though. So they were meant to fail, kind of.
Remind
Anyway,
me to
yep,
take
we'll
one
move
of
on,
those
though.
jobs.
Well, I mean, we never know. We could have actually been signing up for one of those jobs and not even realized it.
We were meant to fail, but we didn't. Haha.
Yep, but you finished escorting her back to Zernikainen.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Do you have to go, Derek?
I've actually been getting ready to go, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
getting close to it. But I'm just keeping the headset on while I'm still here for now.
Right on.
But yeah, you guys head. And unless you have anything else to say to her, she's gonna. And giving you another, like, very curt thing.
I honestly expected this to be like a sort of wave thing. Where we had to fight
Oh,
off
like
the
there'd
first
be-
wave. And then a second
And then
wave
fight
of
them.
more powerful things, so I was saving all of my good spells.
I was
Huh.
like, I don't have any good spells, so I'm just gonna use most of them here because if anything else shows up, it's not gonna matter really. I'm not gonna have anything useful.
Conserving
I still had a couple
spells
level
is
2 spells.
always
Yeah, you guys
a
are
good
fine.
idea because you never know what else is gonna happen in the day.
I kept a couple
Alright.
random spells, and like I have another level 3 I could have used, a couple more level 2s.
Yeah.
I'm outie. I still have 8 bombs left in case anything happens.
I
Okay.
Okay.
hope not, but yeah. Okay, see ya.
Yeah, no kidding. I've got Twitch
Tick.
running. See you guys next time.
Alright, see ya.
Yep. Take care. We'll keep going for a little bit. Just to
Yep.
kind of maybe get to the next part.
So
Alright,
we part, I guess? Or do we wanna
well,
Yeah.
she says her thanks one more time, and then unless you say anything else to her, she's gonna go back into the city where she's supposed to.
I'm actually going to try to convince her to do something.
What's that?
I'm going to try to persuade her to be a little bit gentler in her pleasure making.
She's gonna be like, that's none of your business.
Oh, we go
That's
back
personal
to
matters.
Escrivala or what?
No, we're still talking to, what's her name here?
Oh Jesus.
Safan.
Valeria, what are you doing
He's
getting
just-
involved in people's
Yeah,
sex
Valeria's
lives?
just being pushy.
the
Valeria's
shit,
just being
fuck?
pushy.
No, that's why she's in this situation in the first place. It's good advice.
Right.
Or at least Valeria thinks is good advice.
It's personal. Nosy.
She folds her arms and like huffs and says, I see where you'd assume that it was my fault that those 3 servants died, but it's the opposite. Tyrion had the idea of playing dangerously. I was the one against, but him and his like callousness ended up making a scene.
Uh-huh.
Or something like that.
She says,
Well,
I'm not
anyway.
that careless.
You could maybe try to persuade him to being a little bit more gentler next time too. Or the next
As if.
noble house person you get your eyes set on.
She'll be like, I'm swearing off nobles altogether. Too much trouble.
No,
Go
she's not.
find a rich merchant.
We all know that.
Yeah, she probably is not.
She says she's just gonna keep her dealings right now, based on Gecko's sale. Although it
Okay,
probably
that
won't
works
be with
for me.
House Vanark for a while.
She's slightly
But
less
lots of
evil.
other people needs Gecko. No, she's still evil.
No, but she's slightly less evil. She's not going to be torturing people in sex. She's just going to be selling geckos
Wow.
to evil people for her own gain. Slight improvement.
Just let Valeria think
Valeria can think what she wants, yeah.
that.
These guys are pretty much irredeemable, but I'm taking baby steps.
Okay.
I'll also warn her though that when she was leaving, I detected that somebody was scrying on her, so she should be careful that somebody was using powerful magic to spy on her. I don't know if this was Tyrion or somebody working directly with him or not, but just be careful.
She shakes her head. No, like Tyrion's not. He doesn't practice that kind of craft.
Right, but perhaps he works with somebody who does, or knows somebody or
Well,
something. I don't know.
His his brother and sisters. That sounds more like who'd be able to do that.
Well, then one of them must have taken interest or something in this whole mess.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt that.
Hopefully they'll just
But as
let
long as it
bygones be
stays at
bygones.
that,
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I think that this would be too much trouble for them. And besides, Tyrion's the least favorite among his family. Don't, if you, like I said, if you ever see him, don't don't tell him that, but I'm sure he knows.
Maybe I'll tell him that if I want to get under his skin or something.
Yeah, if she smiles at
Of course, I have other ways of getting under his skin. Never mind, it's probably
Okay.
best I don't say anything more on that. Good luck! Alright,
So long.
like, guys, if we wanted to, we could totally get under his skin in a different way. And by that, I mean we could go totally just murder him and take his place.
Araxi.
No.
Like, sup,
I didn't know you
I'm
thought this
Tyrion
way.
now. No, I wouldn't. Raxi
Alright,
wouldn't be
yep,
going
she
talking
takes
about
off.
that in the open. Seriously though, if you've had like an evil party with the Recomportal Incarnation spell, you could have a lot of fun with that. Just go
Oh,
around
man.
murdering people
Yeah.
Oh,
from
we'd
body
be
to
all
body.
over the place. Like, screw what this
It
campaign
could
wants
be a-
us to do.
Yeah, we're just gonna go infiltrate.
That's the beauty of evil parties. Is like you're kind of pretty much off the rails completely.
We already kind of did that anyway, but we
Well,
can't.
that's just
Apparently,
because
we
of
went
our
off the
own
rails a little bit.
paranoia and our overcomplication of
No,
everything
there's
we
like
do.
literally no reason to trust this guy.
I mean, I agree. I don't trust anybody down here, if you haven't noticed. Except for the people at the blood bout. They put on a good
Okay.
show. I like that.
So what do you guys do now?
I guess
return
we
to the inn?
rest
We
unless
go home. It's probably getting close to evening, yeah.
How dare you call it home, Araxi? This is not our home.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I haven't been home in a long time.
Yes, I know. That's true.
I could get you within 500 miles of home.
I have to say this this is much more home-like than Riddleport was in a lot of ways. At least the physical
Riddleport
environment
nobody's
is.
home.
Tuh.
I mean, Riddleport was pretty awful. She like looks around. It's like, Safa, you're the only one that understands how terrible
That
Riddleport
place
is.
is
Here.
yeah,
That place
pretty
is a
big
shithole.
scum hole.
Let me
Yeah.
let me tell you, Valyria, Riddleport is the worst. I don't know if you've ever been there.
Oh, I
Don't.
traveled through there.
It's terrible.
But if you do happen to
On
go
my way
there,
here.
I'm apparently still.
But
I
it's
think I'm
not
still
beyond
like a partial.
redemption.
I think I'm a partial owner still of this place called the Gold Goblin. So if you ever go there, I don't know, find Lewis or Frank and tell them you're a friend of Araxes, and maybe you can say they're cheaper or something.
Do you really think we're gonna just
I
waltz
could
in there
probably
and be
just
like, we're
tell them
back?
I'm Asha's sister.
And they're gonna be okay with it? Like, we've been
That might work
gone.
too, I guess.
We barely even ran the place, anyways.
Well, Asha kind of ran it more than anyone else.
Well, right, but that's what I'm saying is, like, we can't just waltz in and be like, hey, we're back, this is our establishment, and have everybody, like, take us for reals.
I mean, it's only been a few months since we've been there.
Yeah, but we haven't been there for a few months. That's poor ownership, if you ask me.
I think it's only been a month.
I don't know. Being down here, it's kind of hard to tell. I forget. I can't
I
see
mean, we
the
were in
sun.
Shell
Not
Windy,
that I
and
want
yeah,
to,
it's probably been a
but-
month. We were in Chelwinvian for a couple weeks, and then we've been here for a couple weeks. So yeah, it's probably only been a month. Although we also traveled like to
We were
Chelmsford for like a
on
week
the
as well.
island for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but
Well,
we
I mean,
went
at least
back
we
there.
came back.
There again,
We
yeah.
came back when we were, yeah.
Anyway, so we're here now. We're gonna rest. I'm gonna hit the overnight rest button on Hero Lab.
Mhm.
Actually, maybe not.
No. Hold on a minute, because something could have happened while we're sleeping or something.
This is true.
It could.
My detect scrying will wear off though, because I'm out of
It
level
might.
4 slots. I can't recast it today, so it's gonna wear off in the evening, and I'm not gonna have it overnight. So hopefully nobody's scrying on me overnight. We'll see though.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, they wouldn't know that my detect scrying's down.
Okay.
Maybe they would if
Well, if
it's
you guys want, you guys can all make
Valeria's.
some perception checks over the night.
Yeah, sure. There's no reason not to. What's a -10 or something when you're sleeping? I don't remember. -20.
10.
-10.
So whatever this number is, -10. So I got a 4. I probably don't notice
Or are we
shit while I'm
now
asleep.
paranoid?
I'm not.
This is
I've
if
been
we notice it while we're sleeping.
Yeah. As far as I know, this place has been perfectly safe to sleep in.
Prepare haste tomorrow.
So, Safa,
What if I don't wanna? I can prepare haste.
I guess at some point during your sleep or watch or... Yeah, I don't think you guys are setting up watches, but like
No,
at
we
some
even have
point
all of our
during
own
your
rooms.
rest,
I'm pretty sure.
Eh.
you kind of hear something like outside of your door.
Okay.
Do you
Like-
get up to go check on it?
Like shuffling?
It sounds like there's someone, yeah, like there's someone or there's activity outside of your door.
Um. Yeah, I'll get up and I'll just open my door and look.
What's going on
Okay.
out here? See, I don't think I'm prepared.
The whoever was there like takes off like before you, like by the time you open the door you don't see anybody, but you do see something left behind. It looks like a little wrapped package.
Oh, you have a fan.
Nice.
Maybe.
I grab the package.
It's a bomb.
Careful though, it might be anthrax.
Okay.
I don't know anything about that. Is there a label, a name, any words?
It's like a dark blue silk wrap, and there's no name. But if you unwrap it, the silk is actually like a scarf. And inside there's two things. There's a note and a ring. And the ring looks like the ring actually looks like a gecko, like biting like its own tail.
Oh, okay.
And the note says,
Wait, can she read the note?
can you read Elven?
I don't think she
Valeria?
can right now because she probably doesn't have comprehend languages in the middle of the night, right? Like it's probably
Does
worn
the
off by now.
tongue still
24
Not the
hours,
tongues,
share
but the-
language.
Oh, okay. She probably
share
still has it
language
then.
things? Yeah.
She probably still has it then. Never mind then. I thought it'd be funny if it was like, I can't read this shit.
Yeah, well, put the ring on and turn into a snake or some shit. I don't know. Okay, yeah, I can read it.
So you can understand it? Okay. So the note says, for your companions who aren't very good with animals, or for someone who knows how to ride them.
I get all this like crooked face as I'm like staring at the ring, like, God damn it. I shut my door.
Don't forget to send a thank you letter.
I put the package down with the ring and the note inside the package, and I just toss the scarf on top of it and go back to bed. And then,
Okay.
if we survive in the morning, I'll present it to Araxi. That this
So I can
showed
tell you
my
what it
door
does.
in the middle of the night. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then nothing else happens during the night.
Okay.
Morning comes. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna prepare my spells. I think at the very beginning of the day, let's see, so I gotta cast some spells that are like pretty much every day, all time must cast. So like Finn's Defeat, Dark Vision.
Mm-hmm.
And also I'm gonna cast Detect Scrying again and get that going up. Except this time I'm doing it at the beginning of the day.
Okay.
So 24 hours, I detect all scryings happening within 40 feet around me.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna like prepare the rest of my spells. And then after I'm done doing that, I'm gonna seclude a grimoire, my spellbook, into the ethereal plane, in the same place where bags of holding go to. I guess is how the flavor of that is.
Maybe.
Apparently,
Yeah.
bags of holding go to the ethereal plane as well.
You guys do anything else?
I'd meet up with everybody else after I'm finished preparing spells.
Okay.
Just gotta
You guys
pick out
talk
what-
about anything or decide what you're gonna do now?
I got this ring. Looks like
Yeah,
a gecko.
I'll attempt to be like, that's a very weird looking ring. What does that do? And I'll
No
attempt to
idea.
spellcraft it.
I don't
Okay.
know.
You do detect magic from it, and it is giving off magic.
Yep. And what does it do? If I know with 35 spellcraft.
You do. You know that that this thing can be used on command as many times as someone wants within a day. That the ring affects an animal as if the wearer had cast charm animal on it.
Oh, okay.
Specific to geckos or
So,
just animal?
No. Any animal in general.
so it's a at-will charm animal, but against only one animal at a time?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll explain that. I was like, oh, it's a animal charming ring.
Oh. Well, it came with this note. Apparently she thinks we need it. Or
How
this is
how
her way
charming.
of giving us a gecko. I would have rather had geckos, but hey, whatever.
I mean, we still have 2 geckos because you just grabbed one of the other ones. So I don't know what you do
Well,
with
wait,
those
what's the
geckos.
value of this ring? Maybe we can just sell it and buy more geckos. But not from her.
It's probably pretty valuable. And you probably could find a market in Zernikainen to sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty valuable.
Maybe hold on to
Maybe
it
I'll
for
hand it
now,
back to
though.
you.
What is it called officially?
It's a ring of animal friendship.
I put this ring on. I don't care about anybody else. It's mine. Came to my door. It
Okay.
woke me up.
Oh no, Secret's turning into Zerdurian.
I think Safa having it's fine though. Anyway, it gives Safa
No,
something
no,
to
that's
do
fine too.
when she can't punch something. Like if I want Charm Animal, I'm just gonna cast it. I don't think I actually
She
have
could
it.
do
I
it
mean,
against the purple worm.
Worms
I
are
don't know if it
animals.
works against
I
a
think they're
purple worm.
magical beasts.
Oh, are they?
I think so. If it has like
I don't know.
extraordinary
They're
abilities or
summonable
supernatural
by
abilities, they're usually magical
Summon Nature's
beasts.
Ally. Anyway, so my idea for the day is to sending Escarvala
Okay,
again.
then you can probably do that.
That seems like a useful thing to do. Let her know we rescued, what's his name?
Yeah.
So fun.
We keep doing your dirty work, so when are you gonna do ours?
She did a part of our dirty work.
Dude, I have some laundry, like this skin I'm wearing. God.
I think we cast Gentle Repose.
I still feel gross.
I'll cast Gentle Repose on your skin. I did it on my skin yesterday.
I also have a
You're
wand
missing
of
the
Gentle
point,
Repose.
Valeria.
Hey, now it doesn't start smelling bad.
Yeah, okay. That's...
I've used the wand of Gentle Repose 3 times.
So let's see.
5 or something, I think. I don't remember.
We're casting Sending, and we are... What the hell are we doing with this?
I have no idea.
I need to go open my drive to...
Why does Gentle Repose say
Work
will
out.
negates? What?
don't know.
Because if you don't want to, you know, you're like, no, man, I want to
Yeah.
die and I want to wither away. Just let me do that. I guess.
I guess if you're using a sort of undead that's decaying or something, they're like, no! Stop it!
I don't know. Is there a two-part to
It's
it?
like a kid that once you're like trying to give it a or a pet or something. You're trying to give it a bath, and it's like, no, I don't want to. Like a cat. Cats are like that a lot.
Well, cats don't need baths unless it's a furless
Generally,
one.
no, they
Okay.
don't. Or unless they, get into some fucking chemical or some shit. I don't know.
This says spell resistance negates.
I'm just mousing over in Hero Lab
Object.
for the Gentle Repose, and the thing says Gentle Repose will negates under the wand.
Yeah, it
Okay,
says
then.
saving throw.
you say so.
Spell resistance negates object. Spell resistance, yes, object. On the spell on SRD, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's been
Weird.
a discussion already.
I don't know. I don't know what to make of that.
The spell
What sort of
resistance part
sending
makes
are you
sense,
typing that
but,
out? Need some help with that? On what you're gonna send?
Sure.
Like, say
We saved the girl. Now what?
we saved the cheerleader. Now it's time that you help us save the world.
What? I mean, she doesn't
That
know
seems like a
what we
reasonable thing.
want. I don't know what she can do for us.
Yeah, she does. We told her we need some information.
Did she say it would take her days to find out? Because she doesn't know what they were doing on the surface. She told us that, didn't she?
But she said she could
She
find
told us
out.
that she's
Oh.
figuring out where they are now.
So we're hopefully she's successful then, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, she might not be. She might just be like, I don't know yet. Give me more time. And then like a week later, she's like, I still don't know.
I
We're
need more
like,
time.
God damn it, you stupid bitch. We're through. Valeria, send your assassins after her. That's how we do breakups in Zernikainen, as I've learned recently.
Valeria sends a bunch of people who are like, give us hugs. We don't want to hurt you.
Don't worry, you can hire someone to, like, like counter assassins to assassinate your assassins.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm at full health from resting. I forgot.
Shit, I need to get rid of 5 words.
Can we start our own house? Is that allowed?
I don't see why not.
We just gotta assert dominance, right?
Yeah,
And
it might take a
recruit.
while before we actually get enough power to like for someone to think we're a house. I don't
You
know.
guys
Is
wanna
there
play
like any
Drill
specific
Maker?
rule? Is there like a specific rule? Like, can you be like another
Can we play
house
Drow Maker Secret?
if you want to be a minor house?
I mean
You want me to
that's.
pretend
I mean, you
everything's
could
Drow?
start it off like that, like being
Yeah.
a very minor like organization or something, but even like the even like the minor noble houses are pretty like heavily cemented into society.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. It feels like it's one of those things. If you wanted to actually become a house, it'd probably take like generations.
That and
Or
you would
kill
need.
some other houses. And then, yeah.
Yeah, you could take over
There's
a
no
different
houses
house, maybe.
left.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's what they did in House. What's it name? Or was Azrene? Apparently, Azrene. Somebody like some drow came into existence 50 years ago and then took over House Azrene. So I mean, theoretically,
Yep.
we could do something like that. Just go take over like
It's a
Araxi's
homunculus.
like, I've only existed for 17 years or whatever, and now I'm the head of a drow house.
I've sent my sending.
Wait, somebody did a metal cover of Weight of the World? I have to listen to this.
I need to get some bigger words in my vocabulary. No, so that I can just use really big words that mean lots of things to abuse the sending rules.
Yeah, we had the same thought there. Just everything's a compound word.
There are languages that are more like that. Like, I think Tibetan is sort of like that.
Apparently, Turkish is like that too. Except that Turkish is kind of like you can have like a phrase, a whole phrase as a single word, basically, almost. Yeah, we could do it today. Now the question is, do we want to do that this session or not?
Well, that'll probably happen next session.
Um,
Okay.
I, I actually made space to prepare another sending.
Okay, well if you want to use it, then go ahead.
Which I might do. I'll tell the party this, and I suggest we meet her in her chambers that we found her last time.
What was that?
Well, so she knows where to meet us. We know like 4 rooms in that place. Yes, I don't intend to do that either. If she suggests it, I'm taking her someplace else. And it'll be under my terms.
There was like, I think it was Order the Stick did a thing where they were making jokes about using multiple sendings, how there's like a 10-minute cast time. It's like somebody uses sending and they start like, they're talking to them and then they just cut off mid-sentence, and then 10 minutes later they finish their sentence. Yeah, because it takes them 10 minutes to recast it again, and then they
like
send the rest of their
Donald
message.
Trump's tweets, though.
Yeah.
So wait, what are you? What's the second like sending in?
I haven't prepared it yet.
Oh, okay.
But I was asking the party if I should send another sending, saying that we'll meet her where we met her before in House Vennard. If you want to get killed. No. Oh, us? Huh. I guess it is.
I guess
I
Derek's
just
listening on
misread
the Twitch
one
thing.
word because me to enter the library doesn't sound right.
So let's see. Valyria sent, the second in line's mistress is safe. I hope you've earned the favor to get our side of the bargain. How shall we receive it? And then her response was, "You've done very well. Tyrion is allowing you to enter the library itself to get the information you seek. Come to House Vannark."
Actually, he's not the second in line, but he is the second son.
Oh, interesting.
The due to him being a male, he has like
Right.
the least amount of like right to
Right, 'cause it's,
become head of the house.
Yeah, it's
I would have said second son then, because I'm pretty
What do
sure
they call
Valyria
that?
would have figured
Yeah.
this out.
It's not agnatic, it's not cognatic, it's
His sisters though are the ones that are the most direct in line to become
Right.
matron.
Somebody's sexist.
it's what's the word?
I'm actually surprised you didn't ask Safan more questions about Tyrion's direct
Hey, now
brother and
I
sisters.
understand how you feel, because I'm really surprised that you guys didn't ask the Shawanti about the Shawanti
But that was a plot
God-killing
device.
artifact. Yeah.
Honestly,
Like this information you don't need. You'll find out about it, but this would have been a
I guess
fun
it is
opportunity to get
cognatic.
more information.
Yeah, it'd be a cognatic succession. That actually is the word. I thought for some reason I was thinking cognatic referred to both, but I guess it's agnatic / cognatic or something. It's both. Oh, I guess no, never mind. It's popularly used that way. It actually does mean both, either one. Maybe they just don't have a word for, like, succession down a matrilineal line.
No, succession.
I'm looking for the fancy word,
typically
damn it.
the
It's the opposite of agnatic, whatever that is. But not actually cognatic, because that's from either. Like,
just in
relation
most
descent from...
cases, the daughter of the matron succeeds
Right, yeah.
when she
Yeah, it's
dies.
kind of, I mean, that's how it is traditionally, except the opposite way in, like, I guess, like, typical, like,
But
Western
very
monarchies or
rarely
whatever.
does a succession happen out of like whatchamacallit,
Like
out of
old
like
age
a
or
matron
something.
dying of natural causes.
Yeah, they usually assassinate each other.
Usually it's that.
Or like coup d'etats like happened in uh, I forget the house name off the top of my head.
Although,
Arane
I mean,
or whatever it's called.
although like rarely, even though like that's usually what happens, rarely does a matron show much like malice towards the usurping daughter, because in the end, that's what they want. Uh, that's what they want to lead their house, is someone who has like that domineering will. Yeah. It's just like if it happens, then it better happen like effectively and efficiently. That way I know their worth.
What happens if there's a male in Drow society who's like Lydia?
Like Lydia?
Yeah, from Roman times.
What do you mean Lydia?
Augustus's wife who killed him, killed off like all of his successors, and got Tiberius into the throne.
So like if a male like basically if a son killed a matron and like all of his sisters that are also in line to the throne, then
And put
that
his
would
daughter in.
probably be their and put their daughter in.
Yeah.
I mean that would probably work. There probably wouldn't be a huge fuss over it.
There is actually one house I remember hearing that has like a
There
dude
is
that's in
one
charge of it.
house that has a patron instead of a matron,
Yeah, I don't remember which one it
but
was, but I
they're
know
but but
there was
they're
a single
considered
one.
like a very low house.
Yeah, it was one of the minor houses.
That's Parastric, if I remember correctly.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
Yeah, I don't want you
It's a
bad-mouthing my
different house.
buddy's house per asterisk. I know they're not your buddies, but they are my buddies.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah, and only my buddies, because they didn't know that I was with you guys, and I was one that went and negotiated the whole thing about them sponsoring our blood bout or whatever.
I think.
I'm preparing a second sending.
Okay.
Give me a second. Yeah,
Yeah, it
that
was a
was
long
also a
fight.
slog.
There was fog and stuff. It was a satisfying because it was very satisfying because it was it was all right. I was all right with it being kind of a slog because it was a concluding battle. It wasn't just like some random mook. It was actually a battle that meant something because it was the end of the book basically, right?
Yeah. It would have been disappointing if Mokmurian hadn't been a little bit of, like, complicated to deal with.
Yeah.
So... This isn't enough words. I need more words. I need 7 more words. I'm saying this so far.
Well, I mean, you don't have to use all the words.
No, I have
I mean,
to.
There's the comic I was talking about, by the way.
Let's see. Should we be, or no? Okay, well, I guess hopefully the question of anything we should do to prepare for the library would answer whether or not to be cautious. Are there gecko stalls? No. Yeah. I'm sure there are, since some of their geckos just ran off. Or died. Yeah, that's all Soph I can think of.
Araxi?
Um, I can't think of anything right now. I'll have dim door prepared, obviously, in case we need to, you know, run away or whatever.
And dim dooring us in.
Yep. So, I mean, I'll have a couple of those. That gives me one extra level 4 spell to work with. So,
Yeah,
I
I'll
don't have
just
to use
send
it.
I'll just send that as is.
Okay.
Oh. It's alright. We can send in Gaddock tomorrow.
Wait, you were gonna send a message to him? Oh.
Yeah, be like, Gaddock, what's up, my buddy?
Wait, does sending
Gaddy, I
work
can call you
across
Gaddy, right?
planes? Because I didn't think it
Yes,
did.
it has a 5% chance. It has a
Oh,
5%
right.
chance to fail, though.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was thinking next level taking the different spell though that kind of does something, accomplishes something similar, which is the dream spell. You can send messages to people while they're sleeping, but that one's cool because you're not limited to how much you can say. The downside is they can't answer you though,
Yeah, you can also make them
but it lets you
wendigos
send
while
really.
they're sleeping. Aha. Okay. Do you want to become a wendigo, Araxi? It'll be an asset to our party.
Pay attention to how you're escorted. You will be seen safely in. So we actually don't need a dim door in then. We just need to be able to dim door out. Weird.
Sounds like it.
Attention to how you're escorted. What does she mean by that? Do we need to have like? Do we need to hire some guards or something?
It sounds like our guards might turn on us. What's she trying to convey?
You can't really sense a motive this.
I'm trying to. That just seems weird, like a weird thing to say. Pay attention to how you're escorted.
Without the aid of like
She
any
might be
other kind of
saying,
divination, you
"Look
might not be
regal."
getting.
Derek's back. We can continue.
Wait, how does Derek on roll 20? What's going on here?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be heading off soon.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I
Well, he
know.
messaged me. I don't think
I
he's.
need to
I'm
like.
guessing
I need to rest.
that is weird.
I'm
that he's
also
somehow
not
on there.
sure if I'm gonna be well enough to game tomorrow.
Oh, you're coming down with sickness.
Yeah, well, I've been dealing with one for a couple of days now, and I've been on like a lot of pain relievers and stuff right now, so I'm not. Normally, like I'd have like a bad headache and fever, but right now I don't.
Yeah. I know Star Fox is not going to be there tomorrow either. But
Well,
I guess
we'll
I mean I'll
take
log in
that
anyway.
as it is.
We'll see. We'll see what's like. I
Yep,
guess.
take her
but-
cryptic response.
Might as well just use
Don't worry.
divination.
It'll be more, it'll make more sense once you get there.
I'm sure, but by then it will be too
Pay
late for
attention
to make.
how you're
a-
escorted. She might be saying like, pay attention to the route we're taking or something like that.
I mean, it's gonna be one of those things that makes sense after the fact. We'll be like, thanks for the warning. Really useful warning, Escrivala.
No, this is one of those things where it's like, pay attention to every color, every item, and then they're gonna ask you later, like, what color was the chair in the corner of whatever? And
Oh man, what a twist.
Yeah.
If it's just like straight int rolls, then I got a good chance.
You mean I don't actually have to have the answers? I can just roll?
Yeah, just be like int modifier roll.
Oh, you might have to pay
That's the thing.
attention.
I'm gonna have to take notes. I've been a lot better about taking notes lately, although I don't think I took any notes this session. I really should have probably.
There wasn't
I have
really
like
any
all
to
of my
take.
message with
There wasn't-
Escrivala saved.
There wasn't as much to take notes on though this session because it was actually a combat session.
No new info, I guess.
There wasn't a whole lot more, like a whole lot of info that we didn't already know from this session.
Yep, this session was mostly combat.
Can't you tell I'm super useful in combat? I buff people's numbers slightly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a +2
But,
to attack rolls is a plus 10%
Next
chance
session
to
will
hit.
be next session will be a pretty neat one, I think.
Neat. Okay, cool.
Cool. Yeah, I've been enjoying this campaign, so I don't know.
This is because the
I know this-
library has a very specific name. It's where House Monarch trains all of its mages and such.
Gotcha.
Are we gonna have like a whole session in a library? Those are some of my favorite
Oh
sessions.
no.
It
Yeah.
might not
Those
be
are
the
the
kind of library you
worst.
think.
Cool.
But yeah, they're the place that you're going to be going to is called Tower Solakis.
Tower Solakis. Cool.
I used my actual real life research skills in that library.
Yeah.